All right, we are live, supposedly. I hope so. So, trying out a new microphone today. So, guys, if you can hear me and see me, just go ahead and give me a thumbs up in chat, or like say hi, or just say that my audio is good. Because I did get a new mic because everybody was complaining during my last live stream that the audio quality wasn't super good, so I went out and got a nice mic. Hopefully it's got a little fuzzy thing on it, so hopefully everybody can hear me. Hey everybody, what's going on? How's everybody doing today? Working 100%. Awesome. It's good to hear. How is everybody doing today? All right, we're gonna be talking about some really cool stuff in this live stream today, so that's gonna be exciting. I'm gonna move this over here so I can see it better, and then I'm going to pause that, and I'm also going to pop the chat out so I can read it. Audio is good, video is good, sweet. All right, guys, in this particular live stream I want to talk about something that I have been working on for the past few weeks, and that is updates to the Millionaire, the Amazon Millionaire program. Okay, so if you don't know anything about it, it's a program that I launched about 2 or 3 months ago, where I talk exclusively on how to sell on Amazon. And basically I go through absolutely everything that I know, and show you, as one of my students, absolutely everything that I know. All right, and then I also mentor you directly, always open to questions and answers and stuff like that. And it's been a really big hit. All my students love it, and so I wanted to add more, because it wasn't that I felt like it was unfinished. I just felt like there's always more things to know. There's always more information out there, and so what I decided to do is add more content. So I shut down. I stopped accepting new students a little while ago, but today I'm opening it back up to anybody who wants to join. And what's great is we're coming into Q4 right now. So if you get on the Amazon train right now, you're going to be able to make a lot of money in Q4, ideally. Okay, so just keep that in mind. It's really exciting, actually. Some of my friends that I know in real life are also jumping on the Amazon train, hoping to make a lot of money this Christmas season. So really exciting. Everybody that's watching, since I'm reopening the course, I want to give everybody 15% off. So use the code BIG15, BIG15, for 15% off. So I just wanted to start with that. That's not what we're going to be talking about the whole live stream. That would be really boring and kind of lame. But if everybody that's interested wants to join, if you're watching, you get a coupon code. So like I said, a lot of new content was added, so I'm pretty psyched about that. So no, it won't be open forever, Victor. Eventually I'll get to a cap where I don't want to accept any more students. I thought I was at that point, but I still feel like I can handle more students getting on there. So that's why I reopened it. But eventually I will get to a point where I'll probably want to close it. And I don't know, maybe keep it closed forever, maybe open it again. I couldn't tell you. But it's open right now, and it's open at a discount. So if you've been thinking about it and it's something you want to do, I recommend getting on in. All right. So let me make sure everything's running good. It looks like everything is running smoothly, though. It says there's some latency issues. Don't know what that means. Not super worried. So what are we going to talk about today, guys? I want to talk just quickly. We'll get to a Q&A where I'll start answering some people's questions. But I want to talk about this really good book I read recently called A Unified Theory of Happiness by Andrea Pollard. All right, this is a guy, not a girl. All right, just because his name's Andrea doesn't mean that he's a lady. All right, this is a guy. Anyways, he's got a PhD in psychology, so way smarter than I am on this kind of stuff. The reason I got this book was because I knew that money doesn't buy happiness, right? So what does, right? What buys happiness? Like if money doesn't do it for you, then what will? Okay, so basically what the book is talking about is how to maintain happiness, because happiness is not something that you can just walk into and just there it is, it's easy, everybody has it. It's something that you actually have to work for. It's something that you have to go after and get. And in the book, Andrea talks about two different modes, is what he calls them, two modes of happiness. One is a mode called the basic mode, all right? And the basic mode is something that's just like, you know, physical, more like involved with whatever it is that you're doing. So mostly what people here in the United States would consider happiness, right? So in the United States, when you think of happy, you think of like, you know, I don't know, I guess it's different for everybody, but, you know, hanging out with your friends and family, maybe going on a fun trip, you know, traveling, doing something. I think that's the case, is doing something, going somewhere, being someone. That's kind of definitely a Western way of thinking, and that's kind of the whole point of this book is it takes the Western way of thinking and the Eastern way of thinking and combines them into a unified theory. And so that's the basic mode. But you also have the supreme mode, which is happiness in oneself. So it's not, it doesn't take into consideration anything that's external, right? It doesn't matter what you're doing, doesn't matter who you are, where you are, who you're with, how much money you have, any of that. And then when you combine those two modes, then you are unified and happy. So, you know, I'm not trying to get all new age and weird on you guys or anything like that. But it's just a very interesting book to read because it's not something you would normally think of if you were born and raised in the United States. Because in the United States, it's, you know, we're pretty much raised to think, you know, getting a good job, making good money, you know, and maybe buying a ranch or buying a nice house or whatever is kind of like the happiness goal or whatever. So I don't know. It's different. It's different in other parts of the world, and it's really interesting to read about that kind of stuff. So, you know, I don't know. Really, really interesting book. If you're curious, you can read it. But it looks like in the chat no one cares about it, so I'll stop talking about it. But yeah, interesting book. Okay. Let's see. Silent Night says, do you offer help with ungating? Yes, actually, the lecture that I added today, yeah, actually I uploaded it about 2 hours ago, is how to get ungated in topicals. Right. So I already had a lecture on getting ungated in grocery and health and beauty and personal care and stuff. Then, you know, topicals was introduced, and so I made a whole new video on getting ungated in topicals because I got ungated about I don't know, like a week ago or so. So there you go. So yeah, I do help you guys get ungated in whatever categories I try to get ungated from. So we do care. All right, Victor. I'm glad you care. Makes a couple of you. I just try to keep it interesting. I don't want to get on here and just talk about Amazon nonstop for like 2 hours every day. You know, I want to just kind of switch it up, talk about something else, talk about something different. But it seems like everybody wants to talk about Amazon and making money online and selling stuff, and you know, and that's what I'm good at, and that's why I'm here. But it's always fun to talk about other things as well. So let's see. Just got in, what was the book called? It's A Unified Theory of Happiness by Andrea Pollard. All right. So it's basically he mixes Western thought with Eastern thought and then comes up with a unified theory. So pretty cool. There you go. The ungating lecture is very helpful. I followed it step by step and got ungated my first try. Yeah, Arthur, I'm glad it helped you get ungated. It's worked pretty well. I really haven't had any students that have had a lot of problems getting ungated. So it's not a big deal. Where's your video on ungating topicals? It's in the program under online arbitrage, and then it's right underneath the other ungating video. So it just, I think the lecture is called How to Get Ungated in Topicals, I believe. I just uploaded it a couple hours ago, so if you haven't checked since then, you won't have seen it. I'm totally into the book he was talking about. Cool, just screenshotted. Cool, awesome. Is Amazon your main source of income? Yeah. Sorry, there's some fireworks going off somewhere. Don't know where people are shooting fireworks off of. But anyways, yes, Amazon's my main source of income for the time being. It's the reason I quit my job anyways. I know you sell toys. Will you be teaching us how to ungate in that as well? So Tori, toys, the main category toys is not gated. It's only closed to new sellers for the rest of the year. In January, it'll open back up. If you're talking about subcategories in toy like learning toys or educational toys, yes. I mean, I'll tell you right now, the best way to, there's still fireworks going on out there. The best way to get ungated in those subcategories is to do contact a manufacturer that makes those toys, okay, and see if you can't get their GMT, or their good manufacturing practice. That's the GMP, their good manufacturing practice certificate, and then you can submit that along with an invoice. You have to buy from a reputable wholesaler though. But that's the best way to get ungated in those subcategories in the toy main category. Celebrating your success with the fireworks. Oh man, I wish. No, they're not mine. They're not my fireworks. I wish though. I'm gonna shoot some fireworks right here off my balcony is what I'm gonna do. But it's starting to get dark, so I don't know. I was using like the light from the window to like light my face, but now it's starting to look dark in here, so I don't know. I don't know what to do. As far as making it lighter, I guess you guys will just have to deal with it being dark. Sorry. Let's see. How can I learn to sell like you? And is it an actual business you run? Yes, it's an actual business. So I do have an LLC set up. It's a real business, all the real deal stuff. You can learn to sell by either, you can watch all my YouTube videos. I, put a lot of content out there. There's a lot of other YouTube channels, or you can invest in my mentorship program, which is the reason I made it, so that people that don't want to spend 2 or 3 months learning and researching everything, they can just kind of go through the program. It only takes you like 5 hours, and after that you have direct access to me, other professional sellers to ask questions to. So it really helps everybody that just wants to like get going like right now. If you're patient and you just want to like sit around and wait and do all the research yourself, like YouTube's pretty much YouTube, and like maybe searching Google and stuff is the way to go. But for people that want to just like get going, I recommend taking a course, and that's why I made one myself, to help people that want to get going. Let's see, how much have you made using drop shipping? Also, how much potential is there drop shipping? That's a good question. I don't do a lot of drop shipping anymore, just because I like selling on Amazon FBA. It makes things a lot easier for me because I don't have to actually fulfill orders. I used to drop ship last year, especially during Christmas season. There's a lot of money to be made. I drop shipped from AliExpress to eBay. Probably made, in the month of December, probably made like $4,000 or $5,000 in profit. But pretty much all day was spent like fulfilling orders. Like I would get an order from eBay, and then I'd go type that information on Amazon or on AliExpress, and I was just doing that. But $5,000 for a month is pretty good, so I wasn't too upset with it. Let's see, where do I sign up? Right below this video, there should be a link. If I set it up right, which I don't know if I did. So there's a bit.ly link. It's like the first link in the bottom underneath the video. But be sure to use the coupon code big 15, it'll get you 15% off. So just keep that in mind. Let's see, when opening a PayPal, should I pick personal business? It really doesn't matter too much. I had a personal account and I upgraded it to a business account, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, dropshipping can yield seemingly unlimited turns if you learn the proper procedures and work towards it every day. Very true. I wouldn't say unlimited because you're limited by your time, unless you can find a way to automate it, which there are programs out there that will automate the entire dropshipping business for you. But if you're doing it manually, then pretty much as you can put into it, as much time as you can, is basically the amount of money you make. Let's see, how much is your program? It is normally $697, but with 15% off, it ends up being like a little less than 600 or something, like 590 something. I'm not good at math, guys. I don't do arithmetic. Okay, 15% off of that is the price. Let's see. Is it normal for you to make 10K or more per month? Yeah, that's pretty normal. Yeah, I mean, like, I actually have a few students that are even making that, so it's not uncommon by any means. You know, I think very small percentage of Amazon sellers actually make more than $100,000 a year, which is really great news because that means there's not a lot of competition. So there you go. So Victor says $592.45. That is exactly how much the program costs with the discount applied. So if you're wondering, it's $592.45. FBA is the way to go. I agree, Chris. I think your name is Chris. KR1SS129. Have you tried opening a Shopify store and how to go? Yeah, I actually did a few weeks ago, and it didn't go too well. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm good at Amazon, but I'm not too good at Shopify. I'm gonna give it another go though. Probably this month sometime. I didn't pick the right niche, I don't think, or the right products. So I'm gonna spend a little more time researching the niche to sell in as well as the products, and I think that'll help out a lot, like a lot. So there you go. Does the course include one-on-one coaching? Yeah, it does. It includes coaching. If you're curious, so the coaching is like Skype and stuff, one-on-one stuff. That's a little bit extra. It's like $30 for 15 minutes. So really a lot cheaper than what other people charge for coaching. I know people charge like $300 an hour, and I just think that that's outrageous. So I don't charge nearly that much, but I only offer it to my students. So I don't coach anybody who's not already one of my students, and that's just because I'd be bogged down with coaching calls all day. So I can't offer my time to anybody but my students. But of course, you're free to email me at any time. We got a private group where me, other sellers are always answering questions. So if you've got questions, they're going to get answered some way. So I wouldn't worry too much about that as far as the coaching goes. How many days or month to wait until your second product? You don't have to wait at all, really. You can get going as fast as you want. Let's see. What do you know about Orbalo? Yeah, I did use Orbalo with Shopify. Really easy to set up, really easy to use. It's just, it kind of automates the whole deal. You know, so there you go. Let's see. Jordan, will they shut down new sellers? Totally or just specific categories? Trying to decide if I want to buy OA list tomorrow, if it's too late to start looking at vids. Lane, I still haven't heard news whether or not they're shutting down. I do not think so. Okay, they are closed to toys. Toys are something you're not going to be able to sell until next year. Everything else is open as of right now. Okay, so I'm not going to make any promises to anybody because Amazon will do what they want. But as of right now, they are open. So there you go. Let's see. There's me. Thanks, Daniel. Thanks for answering everything for me. Appreciate it. Let's see. Chris. Chris is like talking all over the place, Chris. I don't know what you said before. Let's see, where to get the best keywords for any item you're selling. I just use either Google AdWords or Seller Metrics. Those are two pretty good ones. Let's see, how am I going to be your student? You sign up right below this video, and that's how you can be one of my students. Chris, you say don't charge more because that's what's setting you apart from the rest right now. Chris, I agree. But the problem is the more students I get, the less time I have with them. And I want to focus as much as I can on the people that are looking to succeed. You know, I don't want to waste their time with, you know, other stuff that is not going to benefit them. So that's why I do have to charge, because otherwise it wouldn't be worth anything, if that makes sense. Let's see, is it possible to sell on Amazon.com and Amazon.ca if all your inventory are in the US? No, you have to ship some inventory to Canada. So it's kind of, they're two separate platforms. You can expand pretty easily, but you have to actually move some of that inventory into Canadian warehouses for it to be on the FBA Canada. Is it appropriate to register a DBA when I will start make money, or is it necessary when you start selling at all? I'm not going to answer any legal questions, but I know a lot of people do not register DBAs or LLCs right when they start. So that's not my answer. That's just other people have said that. I don't know. Oh man. Do you use tactical arbitrage? Yeah, I do. It's really useful for OA and stuff. Let's see, how do you stay competitive, and how will Amazon opening warehouses everywhere change the market? I live in Oregon and they're opening 2 warehouses. If anything, that's great. The fact they're opening warehouses just means that there's more stuff to sell, there's more customers. So that's a good thing. As far as staying competitive, it's actually, in the seller aspect, it's actually less competitive than it was 2 years ago. Ratio wise, like from customer, or from customers, like people that are buying on Amazon to sellers, that ratio is a lot higher. Yeah, the ratio of people buying stuff on Amazon to the sellers is a lot higher. So there's more people buying than there is selling than it was, you know, just a few years ago. So it's less competitive. But as far as staying competitive, just have good pictures, good products, good listings, you know. There you go. Let's see. Daniel says, Jordan changed my life. Doing FBA with Jordan's guidance is the best decision of my life. Thanks, Daniel. I appreciate that. I'm glad, too, because you were going to tell me something. You emailed me earlier saying that you weren't going to tell me yet, but something was going on that you were excited, that you seemed pretty excited about. So I hope you email me soon and tell me what it is, or just say it in chat. Brag to everybody in here, you know. And yeah, Daniel's not in the US at all. So you don't have to be in the United States. You don't have to be in a country that has Amazon to do this. And he's living proof right here. Let's see, is the discount available after tonight? Sure, yeah. I'll make it available for probably a couple days, because I know people don't want to make split-second decisions and stuff. But yeah, you know, a few days for sure. Let's see. How much money do I need to start FBA? It entirely depends on how much money you want to make with FBA. So Alex, I would ask you, how much money do you want to make? And that's typically how much money you should start with, or relatively, or grow to that, right? You can start with as little as 20 bucks, or you can start with as much as $2,000 or more. I mean, I've had a few students come in and say, hey, I've got like $50,000 that I want to use to start this business. And I'm like, oh, well, this is going to be easy. So just as much money as you want to put at it is the best answer I can give you. John, yes, you can use a laptop. You do not need to get a desktop. In fact, I mean, I use a desktop just because I already have one, but I do a lot of my work from my laptop when I'm not in town. So when I'm traveling, I'll use my laptop exclusively. You don't need a desktop. I would say you probably do need a printer if you don't have a printer, but you can probably get around that as well, honestly. So yeah, a laptop's totally acceptable, and that'll work. Let's see. I recently found out the Chinese holiday around this time of year for manufacturers. Yes. Right now, I think the first week or two of October is this big holiday over in China, so all the manufacturing plants are shut down. Trust me, I'm right there with you, trying to get products in for Q4, and they're all like, "Oh no, we're just over here hanging out, not manufacturing anything. We're taking a long holiday." And I'm like, "Okay, hurry up, please." Trying to get my products in. So, I think they allowed me to list a toys, my first product. I'm concerned. I wouldn't be. If you're able to list toys, go ahead. Nothing to worry about. Let's see, is there a specific amount you recommend to invest in sourcing after doing your course? I would say it depends on how you want to do it. If you want to do RA, OA, PL, or wholesale, if you're doing any of the arbitrages, not a lot. Like I said, 20 bucks can get you going, honestly. If you're gonna do PL, I'd say $500 or something like that would work. But yeah, a lot of my students start with OA because it's pretty easy and there's a lot to it, or not a lot to it, and then they save up money and then they do PL, and that's typically the way to go. That's what a lot of my students do. So holiday's over tomorrow. Okay, sweet. That makes me excited because I need my products, because I actually got a notification from Flexport today saying that my manufacturer had delayed the shipment by like another 4 days, and I'm like, okay, well, I'd like to get it here, but they're just having a vacation, I guess. So. Oh man, looking to quit my job. Congratulations, first off. How long would it take for me to get up and going so I can leave my job like you did? Well, Madden guy, it would depend on how much money you currently make. If you wanted to replace that entire income, for example, I was an engineer, so I was making pretty good money. I was making probably about $4 grand a month, right, take home, and that's after taxes. So pretty good money, especially for someone my age. And I walked away from that to do Amazon. So I was making more than that on Amazon, working about 1/10 of the time. Personally, it took me 4 months or so to get to that point. It might take you longer, it might take you less. It's totally a personal thing. If you really work at it like crazy, then I think you could probably get there in an equivalent amount of time. It really just depends. But I'm gonna tell you right now, with Q4 coming up right now, if you can get in the door like now, like we're talking like this week, next week, if you can like start going, you can probably get up speed really fast. That's what I did. I started in October was when I started. So it's actually been a year. I started in October. So that's gonna be the best time to start if you're really trying to get the ball rolling fast. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. Let's see. Do you have to put a from address from the US when shipping from China to the FBA warehouse? From address. Yeah, you probably should, because it'll ask you where you're shipping it from. So just ask your manufacturer what their address is, and that's what I would put in there. I'd put that as the from address. Amazon's opening up in Turkey, Istanbul. That's good. I'm telling you guys, Amazon's going to take over the world. Going to be the biggest retailer. It's going to be crazy. Will Amazon suspend your account for inactivity? It's possible. It's possible. It depends on how long you've been inactive for. So, there you go. Let's see. Just sending my first product to Amazon. They should be receiving my shipment tomorrow. Nice. Very nice. What did you send in? Just curious. Because, was it OA? Was it RA? Was it PL? It's always interesting to see what other people are selling. No, I mean, you don't have to tell me the exact product, obviously. I'm just curious of which method you're using to sell. In the process of creating my own product that no one else sells. It's the way to go. Any advice on how to drive sales towards it since it's nowhere on Amazon? That's the thing about creating a new product, is you either need to be really good at marketing, or you need to have a really good product that will sell itself. I'm a fan of the second one because I don't really care for marketing. I'm not too good at it. Working on getting better, but I made a product that essentially sells itself in its own niche. And I do run Amazon pay-per-click ads, but I wouldn't have to. It increases the sales. It would sell organically by itself. So if your product's as good as you hope it will be, then you wouldn't have that problem. Do you have to take pics for OA? No. You do not. If you're doing any sort of arbitrage or wholesale, you do not need to do pictures. The only time you need to take pictures of your product is if you're doing private label. And oh, Tommy, you sent in PL. Nice. Starting your own brand. That's sweet. What's your favorite way to get free traffic? YouTube, I guess. That's why I'm here, right? No, I'm just kidding. But if you're talking about traffic to your Amazon page, honestly, just Amazon. Just organic search results. It's usually the best way. Let's see. When you find a product in China to buy, do you have them send you one for picture taking purposes and the rest to Amazon with your SKU? That's exactly what I do. Actually, I have them send me 3. Usually 2 or 3, just in case one's kind of like weird looking or something like that, or whatever. I'd rather have more than one. So I usually have them send me a couple of them directly to my address, and then I have them send the rest of them to Amazon. I actually just got a sample in the mail for a new product I'm launching last week. It looks really good too. I'm pretty excited about it. It's a new manufacturer that I'm working with, and he's pretty cool. Let's see. I'm going into this business with a partner. Shout out to Malik. He's watching you too. What's up, Malik? Malik and Fanny going in together as business partners. So that's awesome. Let's see. Does a course really pay off? Alex, I would say yes. Obviously, I'm super biased because I have a course. But I think there's several students of mine that are in the chat. So if they want to answer whether they think my course is worth it, they certainly can. But I would ask someone besides me, because yes, I think it does pay off. Trying to be unbiased as possible. If you think about it like this, you can spend 3 months learning everything there is to know, or you can take a course to learn all of that stuff in like a few days. And then, instead of spending months researching, you spend maybe a couple weeks, and then you get a product and you already start selling. So 3 months later, instead of just having learned everything, you're already making a ton of money. So that's kind of the logic that I like to use when it comes to taking a course. But like I said, I'm probably a little biased, but there are some of my students are in here and there. They're saying, yes, it does. Don't overthink it. It just does. It's worth it. So hopefully you take their advice, if not mine. After 15 minutes, Jordan, I got biased. Yeah, Daniel's probably a little biased. Me and him email back and forth a lot. So, sold my first few products. Nice. Just started retail arbitrage because of you and Tanner J. Fox's YouTube videos. Very nice. Yeah, retail arb's a great way to start. Great way to start, especially if you don't have a lot of money. You get a lot of good information in a short period of time. Exactly. Where do you buy your UPC code? So you can buy UPC if you want to be legit. You buy them from GS1. If you're okay with getting a secondhand barcode, and I'll get into what that means in a sec, you can buy them from eBay, Barcode Mania, Speedy Barcodes. There's a ton of different places. But the secondhand barcodes are not registered to you or your business. What that means is if Amazon ever were to find out and they see it's not registered to you, they can shut your listing down. So I don't recommend either way. I don't say which one to go. I think that is a business decision that you should make on your own. So I leave that open-ended for everybody to make for themselves. So there you go. Having a product made at a design cost is going to be kind of up there per unit. So I don't think I could afford buying a bunch and selling them on Amazon just about getting an order from Walmart. Yeah, I agree. And yeah, I did just kind of answer your question, didn't I? Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, Barcode Mania, says Tommy. Yep, that's what I'm saying. Do you still recommend Jungle Scout? Yeah, I do. I don't know. There's been words going around saying Jungle Scout's like super inaccurate. I don't. Yeah, I don't know why that's happening. To be honest, I just had a live webinar with Greg, the founder and CEO of Jungle Scout, and he's saying it's one of the most accurate on the market, and it's true. I mean, it's probably the most accurate thing out there. So yes, I still recommend Jungle Scout as for all your private label sourcing needs. So you want you and everyone to hear the short version? Yeah, Daniel, I'll hear the short version. Unless it's like proprietary. Like if you don't want other people to know about it, then you don't have to say it. You can just email me. But I want to hear it, and if it's fun or cool or worth sharing with everybody, then go ahead. And it's 3:30 a.m. there. Oh man, I'm sorry. That's brutal. Let's see. Are you only answering student questions? If you're talking about right now in chat, I'm answering as many questions as I can because they're kind of scrolling up while I'm trying to answer them. So I am missing some. So I'm sorry if I miss your questions, but no, I'm answering everybody's. Were you surprised how close the Alabama game was? Yeah, a little bit. I thought we were gonna lose a ton, like really fast, but it's pretty close. Had to step up. Will you save this stream to the course? Yeah, you bet. It'll actually be on YouTube, I think. So you can save, if you save the link to this video up ahead, you'll be able to watch it later as well. Why you always do it so late? Daniel, I don't know, like I've done it at 11 o'clock in the morning my time. I don't know what time that is your time, but for some reason every time I stream, you're always like, it's the middle of the night here, and it doesn't matter. Like I've done it at 11 a.m. I've done it at, right now it's 7:30 at night. So like, what is a good time in Central Standard Time for me to stream so that you can watch it in a comfortable manner, you know? Because I don't want you to have to stay up until 3:30 every night watching. Let's see. Do you outsource exclusively from Ali sites? Pretty much. That's effectively the best place, honestly. Let's see. When you're waiting on your products to be shipped or be fulfilled, what do you do in your spare time? Good question. I mean, if you're doing PL, you can continue researching, looking for your next PL product after that one launches. Or you can work on your listing, take the pictures if you've got a sample, you know, whatever. So there you go. How long have you been doing this? Over a year now. I'm a fellow engineer student. I heard you did engineering. What made you quit? And what was it like working in that field? It's a good question. So I did like working as an engineer, honestly. I enjoyed the job. My problem with the job was that I wasn't my own boss. To be honest, if I was running the engineering firm, I probably would have stayed there, you know, because I liked the work. The reason I quit was just because, first off, it was 7:30 to 5 every day, half days on Fridays. So I mean, that was cool. But man, waking up at 7:30 or waking up at like 6:30, you know, that wasn't me. No, I'm just kidding. That wasn't the real reason. The real reason was like, you know, it was being told what to do, when to do it, how to do each product, what program to use to complete the project, and like everything like that. You just kind of, you know, being told how to do everything. And then if you didn't do it that way, you were penalized in the form of basically just getting yelled at by your boss. No, I never got yelled at because I did everything right, but I didn't want to mess up, so I was always working hard to make sure everything is right. But I don't know. I think it doesn't matter what it was. Even if I really liked the job, which I did, I was just working for someone else just wasn't for me. You know, maybe that's a flaw in my personality. Maybe that's a personality flaw for me. But I really don't like working for other people. So I had to be self-employed. Like that's just what it boiled down to be, you know. So let's see. 12 to 1 is the perfect time for me on the West Coast. This is the perfect time, like as in currently. Let's see, 1 second ago. How long have you been doing this? Oh, all right, wait, I already answered that. Sorry. 12 to 1 p.m. or 12 to 1 a.m. because I'm not staying up until midnight. I mean, I guess I could stay up until midnight, but no one would be watching in the United States, and that's where the majority of my viewers are. So, but yeah, I've streamed at 11 a.m. here before, and you were saying it was like the middle of the night again. So I just don't even know. Let's see. Through this course, can we contact you personally? Absolutely. You get my personal email, and then you can email me whatever questions you guys have. Let's see. Do you usually list more than a product at a time? So how many? It depends. If I'm doing OA, I'll list dozens of products at a time. If I'm doing PL, I might launch 1 or 2 at a time, see how those do, and then keep going. But if you're doing OA or arbitrage of any kind, you can list as many as you want, because you're not buying like hundreds of units of each product. You're buying like 1 or 2, you know, so not a big deal. Let's see. I bought your course with the 2 payment option but couldn't afford the other half. Am I gonna have to repay the course from starter? Can I pick it up where I left off? Deleted data, email me. Okay, we'll work it out. I understand that can happen sometimes, but the thing is, I don't have control over that. The platform I'm using, if you don't pay the second payment, it'll automatically boot you out of the course. So if you email me directly, we'll work it out so you don't have to pay again. Obviously, that would be stupid. But yeah, we'll work it out if you just email me. Let's see. Oh man, a bunch of questions just came in, so I just scrolled everything up. So try not to skip people. Let's see. Not a flaw, huh? Oh, I guess it's not a flaw, but it makes me very different from everyone else, and that kind of sucks sometimes, you know, not being able to relate with people that have jobs, that love them. You know, it's like, man, how do you like working for someone else? Like, I just don't understand it, but you know. Let's see, 11 a.m. is 6 p.m. for me. Yeah, I've streamed at 11 a.m. I'm telling you. In fact, that's the time most of the time that I do stream. My webinar with Greg was at 11 a.m. So and you said it was like midnight or something crazy. I swear it's just like 3 a.m. in your time always. It's always 3 a.m. over there. So let's see. I live in Cyprus. It's 3:40 a.m. and I think the only one on the island that's really interested in this business, Alex, probably. Yeah, probably. It's probably, yeah. I mean, if you're up at 3:40 watching, you're probably the only one interested. So, but I'm glad you're interested, truly. This time works for Australia. Okay, cool. I don't know what time it is in Australia. I don't know what time it is anywhere. I know it's 7:45 Central Standard Time in the United States. I'm bad with time changes and like time zones and stuff. I know that China is 13 hours ahead of here, so it is 8:45 a.m. at least with all of the manufacturers that I work with. That's really the only time zone that I always know what time it is, because I work with those people so much. So let's see, what's the lowest amount a newbie can start? 20 bucks. Take a $20 bill and head on over to Goodwill and just start scanning stuff. That's how you do it right there. That's how you get started. Let's see, it was great with Greg. All good. Very cool. So I'll like I said, I most of the time like to stream at 11 because that's when most people want to watch, because it's like during lunch. But I also like streaming at night sometimes for our late night people that like to watch around 8 o'clock at night. So, but I do both. I try to stream both times so that people all over the world can watch. I don't think anyone likes working for others, but they settle and they don't figure out how to do something else. You know, I thought so for a while too. But man, I know some people that I think they love working for other people because it takes stress off of their shoulders. You know, because if you work for someone else and you mess up, like, you know, your boss might wave their finger at you, but let's say you cost the company, you know, like a lot of money. That money doesn't come out of your pocket. Like, what are you concerned about? Yeah, you might lose your job, but then it's like, whatever, you know, you don't have to pay thousands or tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars because you messed up or whatever. So I think people like that security aspect as far as like knowing that they're still going to make money even if they screw up or whatever. But I mean, the thing is, you can screw up and get fired too, so I don't even know. Let's see, I need chat clear, Jordan. Let's 750 letters. Haha, that's 3 messages. I'm sure everyone will enjoy that info. I do not know how to do that. I don't know how you clear the chat. Email it to me, and then I will put it in chat, or I'll just read it. So there you go. I think that's the best way, because I don't know. Or you can just break it into 3 messages. Let's see, first timer here. What's up, Vega000? Welcome to the channel. I saw on Shark Tank someone found suppliers in America to build a product. Absolutely, there are suppliers in the United States that will build products. They're just more expensive typically. What can that $20 make you from scanning? It depends on what you scan. If this is something that's actually happened to one of my students. He went to Goodwill. He found a printer for, I think it was like $15 or $16. $15 or $16 at Goodwill, just a printer in its original box, all right, and it had all the manuals and stuff. I mean, basically brand new. And he sold it. He sold it as used, like new, on Amazon for I think $250. All right, so after some Amazon fees, I think he profited like $200 on his $20, right? So that's like it's a 10x. It's a 10x ROI. So that's just, I mean, that's the only you only find that kind of stuff at Goodwill though. You know, don't get used to those kinds of ROIs. Those are pretty crazy. So, but for sure. Oh, Daniel, here's his story. My PL product went live on the 1st of October, so that was 9 days ago, with the goal to reach the first page on all my main keywords ASAP and reach 300 sales a month. Whew. All right. 8 days later, and a lot of PPC ads, I'm on the first page at 3 main keywords, also 45 sales. Ooh, got up 8 sales a day 2 days ago, 6 yesterday. In a day or two, I'll get to the top of the first page, lower my campaign's business budget. When I wake up tomorrow, I'm going to order 300 more units. By air, 900 by sea. Man, that is sick. Nice. That is awesome. My first PL success, don't expect to be making over 2,000 a month from the first product alone real soon. So I'm Daniel. Peace, guys. FP, it's real. That's awesome, Daniel. Hey, oh man, I got goosebumps just from like reading that. That's so sweet. That's exciting. That's so exciting. Oh my God. Man, I can't imagine how you feel. I remember when I launched one of my first products and I woke up. My first product didn't even do that well, you know? That's really good, honestly. I'm glad, man. So what's your next product, I guess, is the real question, man. Now that this one's a success, what are you doing next, you know? That's so cool. Man, let's see. First time here, answer me on Facebook. Okay, so I got on Facebook today, and I realized Facebook's not notifying me when I get messages anymore. And so I went on there, and I had 752 messages. 752 unread messages, guys. So I'm gonna try to go through them, but if you really want to get a hold of me, you know, I mean, you said you messaged me, just ask me in chat right now and I'll answer you, or email me. Email's usually the best way because I check my email twice a day, always, and so like I'll get to it. But the Facebook messages, I don't even know if I'll be able to get through all those like ever. That's a lot of messages. That's a lot of messages. Is Daniel your student? Yeah, he did. He joined when the program first opened. So he's been here, and you know, really it took so long because of shipping and stuff. But I know he's dabbling in OA as well. So I don't know how his OA venture is going, but it sounds like, man, his PL is awesome. That's so sick. So if you in a couple weeks, Daniel, if you do keep going up, Send me some screenshots of your sales so I can post them on my Instagram so I can brag about you. And hey, maybe we could do one of those Skype interviews or something on live stream. I don't know. Let's see. I'm late. We talking creating products or sourcing? We're talking just about everything. Just about everything is what we're talking about. So, you know, what is? Let's see. Let's see. Do you have monthly or quarterly goals? Let's see. Yeah. I mean, if you're asking me, yeah. I actually had a yearly goal. One of my yearly goals was to get a new car because my old car was just dying. It had like 160,000 miles. So it was getting up there. So, you know, one of my yearly goals was to get a new car. As far as like monthly goals, quarterly goals, you know, those are typically like maybe sales numbers, and stuff like that. But yeah, I think setting goals is absolutely very, very important, because if you don't hit those goals, then you're not really working towards anything. Let's see, what's the best, most important factors of the first product you sell if you don't have much money? If you don't have a lot of money, I would really recommend you start with like OA or RA, because then you can spread it out. If you don't have a lot of money, let's say you've only got a few $100s and you put it all into a private label product, and that private label product doesn't work out, then you've got some issues, all right? Because now you've got a ton of money tied up in this product and you can't sell it. Whereas if you do OA, even if you've got one product that doesn't sell, you've got like 20 or 30 other ones that will. So that's my take as far as like, if you don't have a lot of money, you want to spread pretty thin among a bunch of different products, so that if one doesn't work out, you've got a bunch of them to make up for it. Let's see. Man, let's see. Watching your videos from Germany. Keep up the good stuff. Greetings from Germany. Thanks. I love how there's people from all over the world watching. That just, I don't know, that excites me for some reason. Like just seeing people from everywhere and like all these different countries just coming to hang out and listen to me and ask questions and stuff. It's really cool. Let's see. Going to be running a crowdfunding campaign for my product soon. Do you have any suggestions on how to or who to promote it to? The thing with, I mean, you don't need a ton of money to start a product. So, I mean, you could crowdfund to just like your friends and family and see if that works. Hi, I'm seeing this from Argentina. Hey, how's it going in Argentina? What's the best, most important factors? Oh, I already answered that. Sorry for silly questions, but I'm new in this thing. There is no silly questions. Don't worry about it. But how do you trust a company in China you have found on Alibaba? That is a really good question, actually. You know, because you want to be able to make sure that you're not going to get scammed. What I usually go for is I like to go for someone that has at least a two-year gold star ranking and will do trade insurance or PayPal. All right, because if they do trade insurance or PayPal and they don't deliver your products or whatever, you can get all your money back like pretty easily. So that's usually what I like to go for. What was the name of the book again? It is A Unified Theory of Happiness by Andrea Pollard. All right, I'll just hold it right here so you guys can look at it while I answer some other questions. Let's see, I'm interested to sign up. What are the fears and challenges? The biggest fear, at least that I've seen from some of my students, is you typically, when you actually sign up with me and you're one of my students, you've gotten over that fear of failure. Or no, you haven't got over the fear of failure necessarily, but you've gotten over that fear of you know, spending money to make money. Most people don't understand that concept. So most people are over that fear by the time they actually sign up with me to be my student. But most of my students, their big fears or concerns are typically based around if their product is going to sell or not. And that's why I really recommend spreading thin among a lot of different products. That eases that fear a lot. So that's what I would say. Greetings from Fresno. Hey, out in Cali. You know, a lot of people are moving to Dallas from Cali because we've got comparable weather. I think it was mid-70s today. So I was out running some errands today and I was like, wow, it's beautiful out. So, Miami here. Hey, Tommy, out of Miami. I was just in Miami a few weeks ago for my birthday. It's a lot of fun. Really nice town. Really liked it. South Beach was very nice. Let's see. Fresno represent. Let's see. PayPal doesn't exist in Turkey anymore. Thank you for the answer. Oh, that's weird. I wonder why they shut it down in Turkey. Let's see. With OA, how long before you switch from personal account to business? If you're talking about the personal account on Amazon to a professional account on Amazon, if you're selling more than 40 units a month, that's when you should switch to a professional account. Let's see. I am broke with no money. How do I buy the products? If you're absolutely 100% broke, like you have $0, you should probably just get like a normal job if you can, and then try to save up some money so that you can buy inventory, or do some drop shipping with like a credit card. So you'd have to buy the products on a credit card or something like that. Let's see. I saved and started with around 700. That'll do it. That'll do. Let's see. Got to pay to play. Yeah, so it's a pay to play game typically. I mean, you can start with less money, with little money, but the more money you have, the easier it's going to be. Truly. 6 sales as we speak. 6 hours left until 0 somewhere in America. Yeah, it is about 8 o'clock, so man, you are destroying it. Yeah. You bet on sales that I wake up in 5 hours. Let's see. Oh man, if you've had 6 sales just during this stream, let's see, when you wake up, I mean, because honestly, the peaks for United States, actually Pacific time is getting ready to peak as far as sales. So you could probably wake up with another like 10 to 15, maybe 20 sales. So, woohoo, that's exciting, man. Let's see, what is OA and RA? Can you stop talking like we know all the abbreviations? All right, Wotan Sauron. Wotan Sauron. Sorry. OA stands for online arbitrage. RA stands for retail arbitrage. So OA, or online arbitrage, is when you buy products from retailers and then you sell them on Amazon, right? So, but you're buying them online. RA is the same thing, but you're buying them. You're actually going to the store and buying them. So, like if you go to a thrift shop, Goodwill, whatever, Walmart clearance rack, and you go in and you scan the products with your phone or a barcode scanner, find the profitable products, buy them, ship them into Amazon. So I'm sorry for not giving you guys the abbreviations. I actually have a little cheat sheet for all my students that, you know, tells you all the abbreviations for everything. So let's see. Yeah, Tommy, you spelled arbitrage right the first time, and then you spelled it wrong the second time. So you spelled it right, and then you said bigotrage. 6 sales today, I see. Then yeah, you'll probably wake up to another 3 or 4 probably in 5 hours. Let's see, 10 plus, I think you'll get there. If you're breaking into the first page right now, I think 10 plus is definitely. It really is going to depend on the total sales velocity for your product in general. I do not remember which product you decided to go with. I'm not going to say it obviously on stream, because I remember you were looking at a couple different ones and I don't remember which one you decided to go with. But it's going to depend on the need for that product. Is going to depend on how many sales you're going to be able to do in a day or total or whatever. Let's see, do you recommend sales funnels, and which ones? You don't really need sales funnels if you're selling on Amazon. That's the cool thing about it. Let's see, I have my credit card. Do I just make 2 accounts, eBay and Amazon? Yeah, exactly. You can just make an eBay account, make an Amazon account. Can you explain how to do private labeling? I've got a lot of videos on YouTube that explain private labeling, so go watch those. If you haven't watched the majority of my YouTube videos, they're really helpful. So I didn't just make them to get a bunch of views. Right? I made them to actually be relevant, helpful content. So yeah, if you haven't watched all my videos, go watch those, because I do explain how to do private label. I explain how to do OA. I don't really talk a lot about wholesale or RA on YouTube though. That's mostly in my mentorship program. Let's see, do I have to have a credit card to buy my products on Alibaba? No. What happens if I live in Chile? How does Amazon send me the money of my sale? Those assuming dollars? You'd have to, what you have to do is you have to set up like a business account in the United States, and then they'll pay you in USD, and then you can convert that to whatever money that your country uses, and that's for anybody anywhere. Let's see, what was your major? Electrical engineering, and there's my diploma right there. So studied electrical engineering at A&M. Let's see, I haven't told you about it. What I told you was a bust back then. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking, because I figured you went with something else, because if it was that other thing you told me, I was going to be really surprised. But I'm glad this one's working out for you. That's awesome. Let's see, would you recommend starting with dropshipping if you're new to Amazon? Not necessarily. Dropshipping doesn't have anything to do with Amazon. It's different. I would pick one and do it. I recommend Amazon, obviously, because it's a lot easier. Dropshipping can be difficult. It can be difficult. There's not a lot of data to tell you what is a good product or not. Let's see, is private labeling something, taking a something China and slapping my logo on it? Yeah, basically. That's basically it right there. In its very, very bare bones form. I guess that's a very crude way to explain it. Let's see, how much do I need of ads or promotion? It depends on the product. Some products you can get away with not spending any ads. Some products you might have to spend more. It just depends on the product. Make more YouTube videos. Yeah, I know. I'm busy. I'm really busy, guys, with Q4, and it's just got a lot going on. So I'm trying to make YouTube videos. I just got this new mic, so I hope to be able to do. I just moved, so I'm gonna try to do a little property tour sometime this week, hopefully. My dad's coming to visit in a couple days, so I'll be hanging out with him. But I will try to make more videos, guys. I know. Trust me, I know. Let's see, how did your friends react after you became successful? Oh, Alex, that's a great question. It's still going on, because my friends, most of them are happy and accepting. Man, I've got a couple friends that just, they can't get over it. They're having a real tough time dealing with it, truly. I wish it wasn't like that. I wish... yeah, it's been interesting, very interesting. Maybe I'll make an entire video on that, because it's not what I thought it was gonna be. It's good, it's not super bad, but it's interesting. How long is the course? And it is a live course. It's about 5 hours long, and it's already recorded. All right, so you can go back and you can watch it as many times as you want. Because if I did it live, then people would miss it, and then it would be a huge debacle to do all that kind of stuff. So it's already recorded, so you can go back and rewatch whatever you want. Yeah. Take the stream and publish it for rewatch. Click the the link bar, copy that link. If you save that link, you can come back and watch this video, the whole thing, again, whenever it's over. Let's see, how did you start? I started by selling stuff out of my apartment a little over a year ago. So that's really how I started. I picked something up and I was like, I don't need this anymore. I've never even used this. And it was still in the original box. And I listed it on Amazon and it sold. It was like it was this little thing for like $100. It was actually a mouse, like a little gaming mouse. Sold for $100. And I was like, whoa, cool. And so then I was like, after that, I was just addicted. I was like, this is awesome. And so I just went crazy and made a full-time income out of it. So is this Tia Lopez? No, this is not Tia Lopez. This ain't Tia. I ain't Tia Lopez. Let's see, what do you think about Shopify? It's alright. I don't really care for it. I like Amazon better. I've been working on Shopify, some Shopify things, but nah. I really don't care too much about the Shopify. How many hours a day do you work? I mean, on Amazon, because I do a lot of different stuff, guys. I mean, it's not just, I don't just do Amazon stuff. I have a lot of different things that I work on throughout the day. But I'm assuming you're asking about Amazon. I only spend maybe a couple hours a week. A couple hours a week is what I spend on Amazon. I mean, that's usually coordinating shipments with suppliers, as well as coordinating the logistics with the shipping companies. That's mostly what I spend my time on when I'm working on Amazon stuff. Let's see. In the beginning, what did you incorporate as? An LLC, and I still am. See, I started selling fidget spinners. I know where this is going, but I failed because I got oversaturated. I know where this is going. Should I try with another product? I feel defeated. Yes, absolutely try with another product. Fidget spinners, I'm going to tell you, I saw it coming. I saw it go up, and I said, you know what? I'm not going to do that. And I didn't, and it was the best business decision I've ever made by not selling them, because it was the fastest growing fad and the fastest dropping fad in a long time. I mean, yeah, just, you know, I'm not criticizing you for trying it or anything like that, because, you know, I mean, it was a huge fad. I mean, everybody was trying to sell them and make money. But the fact you're stuck with them is like, there's nothing you could have done, honestly. Definitely try again with a different product. Pick something that's not a fad. Pick something that people need all the time and will always need. That's the kind of products you want to focus on. Don't get caught up in these fad, you know, cool products that'll just die out after a few months. Yeah, that passive income, that is what I've been setting up. You know, and it's not just Amazon. You know, you can set up passive income streams all over the place. You know, so that's what I mostly work on, is setting up these passive income streams to continue to make me money over, you know, multiple years to come. So this guy looks like money. I'm not sure I know what you mean, to be honest. I don't know if you're being sarcastic, saying I look poor. I mean, I'm just wearing a hoodie, so I'm not dressed in nice clothes or anything like that. I mean, this chair is pretty nice. This is a nice chair. I like this chair, but sure. Let's see. How can you advise the youth to become a part of how you become a success? Show them something they want. Figure out what they want. Show them, and then tell them, this is how you get there. And then show them how to do it, and then they'll probably do it. So. Yep. Daniel says that's the key, is his product is something that people use and need to restock. That is the best product. Consumable products that people will continue to buy. They don't just buy once, but they buy it and then they're like, oh, I used all of it. I need to buy it again a month later, or like a week, whatever, you know, something that people are going to continue to buy. Those are the best products to sell. That's why I love the grocery category, because food is a consumable. People buy food and then they eat it and then they're like, wait, I need more food. And so then they go and they buy more food from Amazon, and then they, you know, I'm selling it. So it's pretty cool. Oh my. Let's see. What else do you charge besides putting your logo on the product? Or what else do you change? It depends on the product. I can change just about anything about it. You know, the more stuff you change, if it's for the better. So I'll look at like the negative reviews for the product, and then I'll fix those if I can. So those things. But if you're looking for bare bones, you know, you can take a listing that already exists, make a better listing, like better pictures, better description, better title, then just put your logo on the product, and that's usually good enough. Let's see, once you sign up, is there a good way to contact you? Have questions or anything? Snapchat? You can contact me on Snapchat. I really recommend my students contact me via email or in the private group. because if you post in the private group, I'll see it and answer it, but if sometimes other people will answer it before I even get to it, which is really cool. That we've got a lot of pretty smart people in the group that'll also answer your questions instead of just me. So that's another really cool thing. Let's see. I'm curious. Did a corporate attorney recommend LLC, or why did you choose it? I just picked it because it was basic. But then after talking to an attorney lately, they were like, "Yeah, that was the right decision." So, but you know, that's for me. So you know, speak to your own attorney and have them recommend what you should do, because it's different. Let's see. How do you know what products to bank on? Products you feel comfortable enough to keep a deep backstock on. So to be honest with you, I don't keep a deep backstock really on anything. I've got maybe 2 to 3 months worth of inventory of any product at any given time. So that's about it, because products can die. You know, they can die, and then you know, usually it's not an overnight thing like that, but it's like the fidget spinners. You know, products can die out, and you might not see it coming. Now, I saw the fidget spinners dying out just because I was like, this is a huge fad. But you know, some products will just die out, and there's nothing you can do about it. You don't want to be caught with a bunch of inventory. So I don't go really deep into any listings. I know some people that do. I know several multi-million-dollar sellers that they stock, you know, a year's worth of supply at their own warehouses, so they're not paying Amazon's warehouse fees. But these are products, like, you know, that are ranked really, we're talking like ranked under 100 in like sports and outdoors. So they're selling like hundreds and hundreds of units every single day, right? Like thousands, tens of thousands a month, like insane volume. So no sarcasm, you look successful. All right, thanks. I'm not sure what about me looks successful, you know? I don't know. The hoodie, is it the hoodie, guys? Is it the hoodie? I don't know. maybe it's my hair. I don't know. I actually need a haircut. So sweet. I just signed up. Looking forward to it. Awesome, William. Glad to have you aboard. Sweet. How do I get in the private group? Once you register for the course, okay, using the link below, in the second lecture, it's called Programs, that I like to use. It's like the first link up there is like the Facebook group. And if your Facebook name is different than the name that you registered for the program with, you need to email me and tell me your Facebook name, because I'm only going to accept people that match their actual name that they signed up for the program with, just because I only want to obviously have my students in there. So if your name's different, just you know, email me and I'll add you. Let's see, I went into a 7-Eleven here in Los Angeles, and the store owner mentioned his friend started this fidget spinner spat. He bought a warehouse full of fidget spinners that were sitting there. That's brutal, honestly. Actually, fidget spinners were invented like over a decade ago. But the lady that had the patent couldn't afford to keep the patent active, and then the patent you know, expired, and that's when the huge fad happened, because everybody could sell them and there was nothing that the patent holder could do about it. So they were actually invented a long time ago, but they just became popular, and then of course died. Let's see. Jump in, fail, learn, fix, succeed. The faster you do it, the faster you reach success. Exactly, Tommy. Exactly. It's your facial hair? I don't know. I don't think there's anything super successful about my facial hair. I mean, it's a decent beard, but it's not like I don't know. I'll take it though. I appreciate the compliment. I do. I'm currently working on Amazon, getting okay results. I've been looking at Teachimp and Teespring. What are your thoughts on targeting niches to advertise towards on Facebook to design shirts? As far as design t-shirts, if you're a good graphic designer, then go for it. You know, like if you've got some really cool designs that you've run by a test group, all right, and I do not mean your friends and family. I don't mean ask your mom. I mean an actual test group of people you don't know. I'd say like at least 20, 30 people that you don't know, and ask them if they would buy this t-shirt, and then actually try to sell them the shirt. Be like, okay, well, give me $20 for it. If you can do that and the designs are good, then go for it. Otherwise, it's kind of sketchy. You can spend a lot of money on Teespring and not make any money. So just if you've got good designs, then yeah, absolutely. What do you think of Jay Tanner Fox? I think he's all right. I've talked to him a few times, like on Facebook. We were talking about doing a collab a while ago, but he lives out in California and I live in Dallas, so you know, I don't think either of us want to fly halfway across the country just to do a video together. So, but you know, maybe one day. Let's see. Do you have any idea why I can't do Amazon FBA in Jamaica? As far as I know, you can. You'll just have to you'd have to register a business in the United States using a virtual address, and then you should not have any problems, because it doesn't matter where you are in the world. You might just have to make a business in the US before you're allowed to register on Amazon. The best time to grow an oak tree was 20 years ago. The next best time is today. Do you believe this applies to Amazon private labeling? Yes. Actually, honestly, if you started PL 2 years ago, you weren't in as good of a position as you are today. It's actually probably better to be in right now. Seriously, it's probably better to start right now than 2 years ago, which is kind of backwards, you might think. But there's less competition now, just by the way that Amazon's growing its consumer base. So the best time to start is right now, and the second best time to start is tomorrow. That's my answer for you. Let's see, how do I get a sales tax license from the state I live in, or from the state my LLC is? You can go to the government. You can just Google it. Tax jar will show you how to do it. Can you sell on Amazon if you're not in one of their sellers' country? Yes, like I said, you can create an LLC or a business entity in the United States, and then you can use that business entity to sell on Amazon. Let's see, do you do merch? I don't do merch, personally. Do you use more than one Amazon seller account, or do you just stick to one? You're awesome. Thanks, man. No, you're only allowed to use one seller account per household. All right, and if they catch you with more than that, they can suspend both the accounts. So just keep that in mind. You do not want to get caught with another seller account whenever you're not allowed to have one. So just one per household. That's all I have as well. Let's see, how many products are you selling for PL? I believe I've got 15, maybe 16 private label products currently, and then a lot of OA products as well. Let's see, stupid question. No stupid questions allowed, because there is no such thing. After the live video, is the video available on YouTube right away? Yes, the link, you have to save that link up there, the link to the video. If you save that link, you'll be able to come back and watch it again. What's your fave wealth building platform? Amazon, duh. But I invest a lot of my money using the Robinhood app. So, anyone tell you look like Ryan Felipe? Check out McGruber 2010. Never had anybody say that. I've gotten Seth Rogen, Conor McGregor, Justin Timberlake, and a couple other ones that I don't remember. But yeah, those are the ones that people give me. I'm gonna make my brother invest on me to get an LLC and tell him, yeah, I'm not gonna make money for you. Do it yourself. Daniel, don't screw your brother over like that. That's horrible. But it's a little funny. So. A little funny. Let's see. It's the bookcase. The bookcase. All right. I mean, I like that bookcase there. It was kind of one of the only places that would fit. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if that necessarily makes success. Just sent a Facebook request to join the group. I don't think I got it, unless you're Carlos. But then I don't see you. I don't see you in here. Let me look. Let me look for Carlos. Oh, there. You're just kidding. You're right in front of my face. Apparently, I can't even I can't even see things. Carlos, you are now added to the group. So there you go. That was easy, right? 1, 2, 3, easy. Let's go. You look like Canelo Alvarez. I don't know who that is either. So there you go. Let's see. How do you do market research? Mostly on Jungle Scout. Wow, it's getting really dark. Like if I lean back, you can't really see me because it's like dark out. You guys want to see the view that I'm looking at right now out the window? Because it's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. See if I can just like pull this back so that just flip this around. That's the view out of my bedroom window. Pretty sweet view, pretty sick. Here in Dallas. So I like this place. This is probably the nicest place I'll ever live at. I don't really want anything nicer than this. It's pretty much everything I need. How much money did you start with? Like I said, I started with basically nothing, just selling stuff out of my apartment. Is it hard to open a virtual business so I can operate from Jamaica? I'm not going to lie to you, it's not the easiest thing you'll ever do, but I do have a couple of students that have done it, and it worked out. So it will take a little extra work to get there, but it's definitely doable. Let's see, Jordan, what I tell people that tell me try and see how it works is, it's not a trial. I'm not trying, I'm doing it. I'll make money from it. Doesn't matter the walls I'm up against. Exactly. That's right. You just, you know, people like to see, well, I'll just try it, you know, see if it works. You got to put your heart into it. You got to actually want to do it. You have to want it. When you want it, that's when you get it. Okay, you have to want it. You can't just be like, well, I guess I'll just give it a go. You got to want it. You got to go after it. And then when you go after it, that is the only way you're going to get it. So, great advice from Daniel here. Just pouring it out. You look like Tony Montana when you were in South Beach. Yeah, I won't disagree with that actually, because that was kind of who I was. I actually stayed at the place that they filmed that movie at. So they filmed Scarface in the place that we stayed at. So that was really cool. So we actually got to eat at the restaurant that was right there underneath where we stayed. So pretty cool. Live alone? Yes, I do. I've got a 2-bed all to myself. No roomies, just me. No roommates. It's nice. Let's see. Bought your course a while back. I do recognize your name. Is there a category you recommend for beginners to get into? Right now I'd look at kitchen and dining and sports and outdoors. Those are the 2 easier categories to break right in there. Let's see. PL's all right. For OA, it's a lot. 800, you're good? Yeah. Can I start with 800? Yeah, I agree. 800 is going to be pretty good, especially for PL. Yeah, if you're doing OA, you don't even need that much. Jordan, where's the GF? She lives in Fort Worth, which is like 50 miles that way. So she's in medical school. I'm from Houston. Will you ever do a meetup with your fans that live around you? So thinking about doing a meetup in Dallas, maybe in a month or so. But I don't know how many people would go. I just need to send out an email to everybody and ask them how many people would actually go, just get a head count. If I can get over like 50 people to say yes, they'd go, then I'd probably do it. I think it'd be a lot of fun. So let's see. Would you say your best product that you're selling is your plush or the pump? What does that even mean? Plush or the pump? I don't. Do I know you? I don't know what that means. You think I can use Unicorn Smasher instead of Jungle Scout? You can try, but it's been shown to be way inaccurate compared to Jungle Scout. So just take that with a grain of salt as far as you know. Do you think 2,000 enough to start PL? Absolutely. 2,000 is more than enough to start PL. Yeah, that's definitely good enough. Meet up in Israel. Yeah, it sounds good. Hey Daniel, if you Hey man, if you pay for me to fly out to Israel and you put me up in a nice hotel, I'll come out to Israel. We can do a meetup there. You gotta pay for me with that new Amazon money you're making. Or you pay for yourself to fly here and do the meetup in Dallas. I think that's the better idea. Can I use Amazon FBA for large items? Yeah, absolutely. Trying to sell boxes of foam backer for sub boards 3x5. Yeah, you can. It depends. I would say what you probably want to do is sell them FBM actually, and then ship them yourself. If you're just selling them out of your house. If you're selling like a large bulk of them, then yeah, you can ship them in. But the fees will be expensive as far as shipping and fulfillment fees. But it's definitely doable. What's the least to start a PL? I've launched, like me personally, I've launched a PL product for $300. That's the cheapest launch I've ever done. So that's pretty much the cheapest go. So $900 to $1,300 ticket to Dallas. It's actually, I'm not gonna lie, that's not even that bad. Like I was looking at tickets from Dallas to like London was like $2 grand. I was like, why? It's just across the pond. Yeah. Totally ignoring my questions. I don't see your questions. Meet up in New York. Actually, I guess I'll announce this now since you're bringing it up. I'm going to an event in New York the end of this month, and anybody that wants to meet me is more than welcome to show up. It is the Synergy Global Forum in New York. I will put a link to it here, and you guys, you know, feel free to I mean, you can pay to go to the event. A lot of really cool people are going to be speaking there, but here, I'll put a link right there, and so, you know, I'll be there, and as well as Ryan Scribner, who's my friend that does stock investing, and so we're both going to be there hanging out in New York for 3 days or so. So we might have time to meet up with some people after the event, but it's going to be all day Friday and all day Saturday, and then I'm flying back Sunday morning. So yeah, but if anybody's in New York wants to meet up, you know, either you can obviously attend the event with me and I'll be there, or you know, maybe email me and see if we can, you know, hang out sometime afterwards. I don't know. Is 50K a year possible with Amazon? Yeah, Ponderous Josh, that is that's more than possible. You're actually probably thinking a little too small, man. 50K a year is like, that's like beginner money, you know. So we're talking 50K a month, baby. That's what we're looking at, all right? That's the question. Is 50K a month possible? That's the question you should be asking. But yeah, 50K, which is, you know, an average American salary, is beyond possible. It's very possible. Let's see, what is OA? OA stands for online arbitrage. I have toys out of box. How can I sell them? They occupy half my room. You can sell them as used on Amazon or on eBay, but you have to list them in whatever condition they're in. If they're not in boxes and stuff, well, obviously you have to put them in a box, or like a bag or something, you know, whatever. Let's see, what is your fee for an autograph photo? Oh man, I don't charge for autograph. If you walk up to me and you ask for an autograph, I'll sign whatever it is you want. Like, yeah, that's crazy. It's not like I'm famous or anything like that. I'm not charging money for autographs. How many products are you selling at a time using PL? Like I said earlier, like 15, 16 different PL products and a bunch of different OA products. You're definitely coming. Awesome. I'll see you there then. Yeah, Julia, you're pretty funny asking about the autographs. Maybe I will charge money. I don't know. Yeah, like, what do you think? 20 bucks an autograph? Bring your favorite book. I'll autograph it for 20 bucks. Does that sound good? Yeah. Oh man. All right, guys. I've been on here, and I've been on here for a while now, so I'm actually gonna get off because it's getting late. It's like an 8:30 at night, guys. 8:30 at night, man. I don't see how anybody stays up later than this. Daniel, when are new videos coming? Yeah, hopefully this week. we'll see. Hopefully. Let's see. Honestly, that would change my life. I'm at 55 as a solo electrician, freaking done working at 40. Yeah, no, I feel you. Yeah, no, I feel you. Working 40 hours a week, it's not fun. So, yeah, 50K a year. You can accomplish that. You can accomplish that. So, I'd do it. You're famous to us, I guess that's true. I try not to put on a famous facade of like, look how cool I am or anything like that. You know, I'm just a normal guy, just like all of you guys, that just found a cool way to make some money online and ended up quitting my job. You know, it's possible for anybody to do it. You know, don't think of me as some amazing, you know, genius that has this all figured out. I mean, I do have it all figured out, but you know, I'm not any different than you guys, honestly. Especially when I started, I didn't know anything, right? Anything at all. Let's see. How much to move me into your house for 1 month and teach me everything you know one-on-one? Oh man, no, I don't think so. Mostly because, you know, I don't have another bed, man. This is the only bed I got, so you'd have to sleep on the couch, and it's kind of uncomfortable to sleep on, to be honest. Screw you, it's 4:30 a.m. Oh man. Oh boy. Let's see, for PL or OA, they both have their pros and cons. That's why I do both. And you can do both, and that's what I like. So thanks for all the information. I plan to buy your course. Awesome, Wes. I'm looking forward to having you join. Let's see, does eBay offer services like FBA? They're working on it. Is the answer. They're working on it. They don't have anything up and running. No. But do you have to sell your soul to be successful? Mother duck, no, you don't. You can be successful and still keep your soul intact, which is the good news, because some people think that you do have to sell your soul to be successful. Really, success is something you define for yourself. So if you think about it, you know, you keep your soul because you are a success because you create it for yourself, whatever it is that you want it to be, and then you go out and you get it. So there you go. Can I start the course after 1 month? Sure, man, you can start whenever you want, but like I said, if you want to get in for Q4, you need to start like now. Because if you start in November, it's kind of a little too late. So start right now if you can. Good night from Turkey. It's 4:30. Turkey, thanks for all your videos. All right, man, good night. Let's see. How much would I need to start? Like I've said a few times now, it depends on how much you want to make. So, yeah. All right, guys. Going to bed, or not? I'm not going to bed, but I know a lot of you guys are over in your other countries. But I am getting off stream right now. So, guys, thanks everyone for coming out and joining. And if you want to get into the updated mentorship program, check the link right below. Don't forget to use the coupon though, 15% off using Big 15. I will be in New York the end of this month, so if anybody wants to meet up, just hit me up via email or something, and you know, we can meet up, take pictures or whatever. I'll even sign autographs. I don't know, but again, thanks everybody for coming out and watching. My favorite thing to do is stream for everybody, so I will see you guys in my next video or my next stream. Good night, everybody.